Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we've got something, and it's not Star Trek. I mean, I know we've been doing a lot of Star Trek over the past few weeks, but I mean, that's how it is, and there will be more Star Trek, trust me. But today we've got something that's not Star Trek. We're going to go back to the world of superheroes, and we're going to go back to McFarlane with the superpowers line, because as you know, I've become quite a fan of that. So we do have two products, one which is actually one of those, it's the first set that they do a figure that's a multi-pack, and we do have a vehicle which has the extremely amazing name of the WHIRLYBAT, and it's a Batman helicopter. So we're going to start with that because, as I said, it's the first time they do a multi-pack, and it does say you've got the Superpowers logo, and it does say Peacemaker, Judo Master and Vigilante. And basically what is interesting is that they actually gave it its own mailer box, which is always nice. I mean, it's fun to have a mailer box, and that is the multi-pack. So you do have three figures, and as I said, it's fun because first of all, it's a 3-pack, and it's not Batman. There's no Batman character. All three characters are brand new characters. They are not repeat of existing characters, which is nice, because let's face it, that's the problem with the new superpowers line, is that it's mostly there's a lot of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, even though they are starting to actually understand what people want. So we are getting more original characters now, which is nice. So, and that's actually part of that thing, which is this 3-pack. In the back you do have the 3 biographies of all 3 characters. What's interesting, what do they say here? No, they don't say anything particular. What's interesting is that you've got 3 of those 3 characters are like fighters or stuff, and none of them has a gun. Yes, I mean, those are characters. I'm going to open them anyway. So here is the first of them, and it's Peacemaker. I mean, people know Peacemaker mostly because of the TV series by James Gunn with John Cena in it. Otherwise they would, and the Suicide Squad movie, otherwise they wouldn't know who he is. So it's very interesting that they did that character. It does have a very interesting costume, I would say. But the funniest thing is, of course, like all superpowers figures, he's got articulated head, arms, knees, and that's about it. What's interesting though is that he's got very, very specific boots and gloves that you don't see for many figures. So it means that they actually had to redo some of the body instead of using a generic body like they would do to save money. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get another character with those legs at some point, even though I'm not quite sure who could that be. Maybe the Martian Manhunter. I don't know. It's just an idea, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and it does have a hand that should actually get a gun. But as I just said, you notice that he has no gun, which, I mean, Peacemaker with no gun, that's a bit bizarre. Well, apparently Warner Brothers doesn't want any of their superhero characters to actually have guns anymore. So you will find that a lot of those lines, I mean, Mego is having the same problem with some of their characters. They don't do guns. So we have a weaponless Peacemaker. Still, it's a very, very cool figure. I think it's very nice. And then we do have another character which, oddly enough, is also in the James Gunn Peacemaker TV series. Otherwise nobody would know who he is, and that's Judo Master. I mean, tell me you've heard of Judo Master. I'm sure you haven't, unless you've watched, of course, the Peacemaker TV series. And it's very interesting because, I mean, same thing, we do have a character that's a bit different because, I mean, they molded his belt, and it does have very different trousers, because of course he's wearing a judo outfit. It's a very, very cool figure, but that's a very obscure character here. But it's nice. Very, very happy with that. Very colorful. Looks really good. And then we do have the third character, who is also in the Peacemaker TV series. You see there's a pattern. And it's Vigilante. Vigilante, who looks really cool. Interestingly enough, is it? Yeah, it's actually molded and not painted. So the boots are a bit different. This is painted though, but the boots have a different pattern, because so they probably will reuse the boots for something else. And Vigilante looks fantastic. He doesn't even have hands to put weapons, even though Vigilante is known for his weapon. He still has a knife here, but it's in its belt, so I suppose that that doesn't count as a gun. Well, it's not a gun anyway, so it doesn't count as a weapon. So here you go. That's the 3-pack, which is really cool. So Peacemaker, Judo Master, and Vigilante. I'm very, very happy. I think that the Superpowers line has gone miles since it started. It's getting better and better and better. It's like McFarlane actually understands what people want of a Superpowers line. So very, very cool thing that are going to arrive with the next wave. Is going to be fantastic, I can tell you. But for the moment, we still have the WHIRLYBAT, which is so we do have let's see what we can. Well, we do have a Nightwing figure, so that will be good to check it with a figure, because I don't have a Batman figure handy. Before we open it, so of course at the front you've got an image of the WHIRLYBAT. You've got the logo, you've got an explanation, which is basically how to build your WHIRLYBAT, because there's some assembly required. And in the back it says press to spin the rotor blade, and seats one figure. So we're going to see how, first of all, we're going to see how easy it is to actually open this thing, and then to assemble it, because as you know, I'm not really the most crafty person, so I hope that the assembly is easy enough for me to do. This goes in there. I will so as always with those things, I'm just hoping that they can actually be disassembled, because but so far he's been very good at making toys that are easily disassembled to be put back in the box. So let's hope that's still the case. And then we do have, so where does that go? I suppose that's going there. The thing is, I mean, if I can build it, you can build it. I mean, because I'm really, really bad at those things. And it's relatively quick to do. So here is the WHIRLYBAT, which actually looks much better than on the box. It's actually very, very nice. I do like it. So there is a button. Where is that button that they say to push? Here it is. So basically, you do have the WHIRLYBAT, and as you can see, there is actually some stickers and stuff. So there's some details in there. It's really very cool, much better than you would think from a thing called WHIRLYBAT. So you've got the helicopter like that. We're going to actually put a, oh, I've got a Batman, so let's put a Batman in there, because it would be nice to see how it looks with a figure in it. So here you go, that's with a Batman figure in it. What does it do? Basically you do have this that turns, of course, which is good. And if you press, this is a button, and if you press the button, actually that's doing pretty well. I didn't expect the helicopter to be that good. I mean, that's really good. Very, very surprising toy. It's very, very cool, I think. I just didn't expect the mechanism to work that well. So here you go. That's the WHIRLYBAT, and you've got with the WHIRLYBAT, you've got that 3-pack, which is Vigilante, Peacemaker, and Judo Master. I'll show you again the box. It's out. It's been out for a while, except I think in the UK it's still not quite available. I've seen it on pre-order on some website, but nobody seems to have stock so far. And I think it's about 20 quid in the UK and about $20 in the US, or $25 in the US. You don't quote me on this, because I never remember that kind of prices. But to be fair, it's such a cool toy. It's so much better than what I expected. I'm going to have fun now. Bye.